I think there's nobody who follows Denver Nuggets as regular as Mike Singer. Always has some great stories, asked all the best questions. Mike, we talked earlier at the beginning of the season about is this going to happen, and it is happening. Nuggets are in the finals, but what now? What do you expect at this moment? 2-1 for the Nuggets. Are they going to win everything?
Ultimately, I expect them to get greedy, meaning I think that even though they won Game 3, they stole home court advantage, they went on the road to take a 2-1 series lead, I expect them to come out and try and do everything they possibly can to take a 3-1 lead. This team is not content with just a 2-1 lead. I talked to people close to the organization. They said they're not ruling out a 2-0 trip to Miami when I talked to them prior to Game 3 yesterday. Nikola, Jamal made NBA history last night. They are clearly playing at a different level than everybody else. No player in NBA history has ever done what no teammates in NBA history had ever done what they did last night. Their chemistry, their synergy, the way they work together is among the best two-man duos we've ever seen in NBA history. And now they have the Nuggets 2 wins away from an NBA championship.
How do they do this? How do they raise the level? Is it psychological or physical, or are they able to actually just do it? And then why did they lose the Game 2 in Denver? How did that happen?
Well, think about this. The Miami Heat shot 48% from three-point range in Game 2. 17 three-pointers, and the Miami Heat won by 3 points. That's the margin for error. It's so small. In terms of the psychology, Nikola Jokic has 10 triple-doubles in the playoffs. What he did last night in Game 3 was not – I've seen him do things like that before. Even though he's the first player ever to do 30, 20, and 10 in an NBA Finals, I've seen him record crazy triple-doubles before. What was more special to me and gets to the psychology is Jamal Murray. He had a tough Game 2. He rebounded and had a massive Game 3. He had 20 points in the first half. To me, Jamal Murray set the tone. And then when Jokic and Jamal are playing at that level, I don't care if you're the Miami Heat, the Golden State Warriors, the Chicago Bulls, and Michael Jordan. I don't think you're beating that two-man game in Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray.
What do you see as the biggest obstacle right now for the Nuggets in the next game, especially in the next 2 games? Is it Jimmy Butler just shooting tons of threes or anything else?
I think Aaron Gordon has done an unbelievable job on Jimmy Butler. I think their biggest problem is Bam Adebayo. He's been really good, and he presents just a lot of defensive challenges for Nikola Jokic, but Nikola has done a really good job on him. I think he only shot 7 of 21 in Game 3 against the Nuggets. I think that you may get a Jimmy Butler game where he kind of takes over and scores at least 40 points. And you know, you kind of have to expect that something like that could happen. But to me, it's the psychology. How do you approach Game 4? Do you say we're content with a 2-1 lead or a 2-2 lead or 2-2 series going back to Denver? Or do you say we want to get greedy and we want to take control of this series and go 3-1 and have a chance to end it in Denver in 5? To me, it's the psychology. And, you know, given that they've gone on the road before, they've won in tough environments, I expect them to come with the requisite approach tomorrow night and really give themselves a chance because, frankly, it's pretty apparent through 3 games that they're the better team.
What's it going to mean for Denver if the Nuggets win the championship?
Well, they've never won the championship in their entire franchise's history. They've never had a player like Nikola Jokic. They've never had a tandem like Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. This is the product of 8 years together with Michael Malone. Jamal Murray's been here for 7. Nikola's been here for 8. This is maybe a blueprint for other franchises to follow. Sustainability, continuity, cohesion, all of those things. I think that there will probably be a bigger parade if it happens than we had last year from the Stanley Cup. Colorado Avalanche, because the Nuggets have never done it before, and it means a lot that they grew up with this franchise, that the guys that they came here, they drafted here, they developed them here, they did this all organically, and I think that means a lot more to the community.
And maybe not, again, a tough question, but you think 2 more games or 4 more games?
I don't think it's going to be 4 more games, and I think it's going to be over in 5 or 6. And it all depends on tomorrow night, Game 4, because if they go up 3-1, I think there's a pretty good chance they end it in Denver. If not, and I don't want to disrespect the Miami Heat, it could come back here for 6, but we're definitely going to find out.